Peace and blessings, fam. What's going on? It's your boy, Brother Rob, here with Afrikan Martial Arts. Guys, so I started this new series, on our channel called, Who I Want to Fight in Real Life, okay? Now, what I'm talking about, guys, I'm not talking about going fisticuffs with somebody, really, bare knuckle kind of stuff. I'm talking about just sparring, just with gloves on, guys. Again, I'm a non-violent person, so I'm not trying here to encourage violence, anything like that. These are people I would like to spar, friendly, non-competitive, but in sometimes a competitive kind of way, right? So the next guy I have on my list, guys. Now, this dude, I got some legitimate beef with, okay? Brother Rod's got some legitimate beef with this dude, right? So I came across this cat. I don't even remember how I came across this dude. So I saw this cat online. Looks like, he's kind of dressed like Bruce Lee. He's doing some like Bruce Lee kind of stuff. I'm like, who is this dude? You know what I mean? Because I haven't heard of him. And, me also teaching other martial arts like Jeet like I kind of know generally like the who's who in Jeet and the martial arts world for the most part. There's a lot of people, right? So I hadn't seen this cat before, right? And his name was like Sifu Nate. I'm like, who in the world is Sifu Nate, right? And come to find out, dude's got like over a million subscribers on YouTube. I'm like, who is this YouTuber I've never heard of? Because I looked at his stuff and I'm like, this stuff is bad, right? It's not even decent, right? But the thing about Sifu Nate that he's phenomenal at, that I'm not honestly, quite honestly, I'm not very good at this, right? He's good at demonstrating. And a lot of guys on social media are phenomenal at demonstrating. They can show you things that look beautiful, pretty, look like it's straight out of a movie, right? These guys are phenomenal demonstrators, but can they fight? No, they can't fight, right? But, that doesn't matter on YouTube. That doesn't matter on social media. Long as you can demonstrate and you look cool doing it, right? So this guy looks amazing in his demonstrations, but I looked at his stuff, and as somebody that knows, a little bit about martial arts and stuff, I'm like, that stuff's not really gonna work, right? And why is his hands down, something like that. So anyway, I just happened upon him because I was just surprised to see he had that many subscribers, right? Over 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and see, here I am struggling with like 3,000 subscribers. I'm like, okay, what is this guy doing? Anyway, so I did a little bit more digging into him, did some more research into this dude, right? And come to find out, he's got a website. But what I was shocked to find out as I read his website was that he actually plagiarized my own website, my website. Now, I've never been a victim of plagiarism before in my life. I've never had somebody just straight up copy my content and claim it as their own. But this dude did this, right? And he doesn't even know me, right? I don't know this dude from Adam, right? But somehow he got a hold of my website, right? Because again, I teach Jeet as well, and he just straight up copied basically my homepage and stuck it on his own homepage at sifunate.net.com. I don't know what it was, right? But he stuck it on his page and claimed it as his own. And so I was just shocked, man. Oh, I'm ready to go to blows with this dude, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I was just like, yo, what is this cat, man? Why is he even, Anyway, I was hot, right? And so I messaged him, and again, super friendly guy on email, right? Super friendly guy, nice guy. Again, I'm not like, promoting any kind of aggression towards him, but when you hear somebody plagiarize your stuff, you get kind of hot about it, right? And so I messaged him, and he was super friendly. He said, oh yeah, sorry about that. It was a mistake. I'll, change it. I'll take it down and everything like that. He's super friendly, nice dude, right? Nice guy. He said, we'll get along great in person. All these kind of things. Nice, email discussion, right? And so he ended up changing this stuff on his website. But my whole thing is like, what kind of person even does that to begin with? You know what I'm saying? Like, who even really does that? Now, if you're one of those people out there that does plagiarize stuff, okay, then I may be talking about you, right? But as a martial artist, as a fighter, as somebody who professes to be able to know how to fight, right? How weak can you be that you're going to copy and plagiarize something? You can't take like 5 minutes to write your own content, that you got to like copy and plagiarize something else. So if you over here plagiarize people's website, what does that say about your martial art ability? What does that say about how you are as a fighter, right? Are you even legitimate? If your website's not even legitimate, if you can't even, take 5 minutes to write something that is your own, that makes me think that you probably just plagiarize your martial arts as well. It's very possible that your martial arts is a copy of something else, okay? And then again, so I went into all this stuff in my head, okay? This is just what Brother Rob did, okay? Because, I start thinking, down the road, right? 3-4 steps ahead, right? And that's kind of where my mind goes. But then I also started looking at this dude's, like, so I want to see, okay, who is this guy? Can he fight? And then I saw some sparring footage of this dude, right? I saw some sparring footage, man, and he looks horrible, right? He looks horrible in sparring, okay? Again, like, That's just what it is. Like it's okay to not be able to fight. That's okay, right? I'm not saying you gotta be able to fight and you gotta be able to spar. You know, there's not wrong with being bad, right? But again, if you're gonna be an instructor, if you're gonna say I'm gonna teach people how to fight, and then I'm looking at this video and I'm like, yo, like what happened here, bro? Like, you know, I mean, you just getting clocked with some basic stuff. You know what I'm saying? So. Like, anyway, but I'm not surprised, right? Because again, like if you're a copycat, if you're just here just to be an influencer and to copy people's stuff and do demonstrations and you look good, right? But you can't really back it up. That's a prime example, right? That's exactly what I'm talking about when I'm talking about plagiarism, right? It's not just has to do with my personal website that Rob's got beef with. So this is the dude that I would want to spar in real life. I want to say, yo, Seafood Nate, let's glove up, bro. I got some bones to pick with you, right? I'm gonna show you the realness of it, right? You know what I'm saying? So some people though, guys, you really just gotta glove up and go toe to toe with, right? That's the only way they will understand truly what reality is, okay? And I want to help my dear friend Seafood Nate. Again, super friendly guy, very nice. But, you know, hey, we got to glove up, man. I got to help you understand exactly how things go down, how things actually work in this world, right? So anyway, he was on my list, guys. He's on my list. I have legitimate issue or legitimate beef with. So when somebody does that, right, even though like he apologized and stuff like that, that's all cool, right? And I'm glad he took it down, right? Because otherwise I was going to go, I was going to go ham, right? I was going to go ham and actually, we're going to have to go the legal route, you know what I'm saying? But he took it down. He did the right thing. But at the same time, there's no way I can respect this person ever, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can never respect that person ever again. Like, even though they apologize and all that stuff, like, what possessed you to do this in the beginning, to begin with? I don't get it. I personally have never done that. Okay. So I don't get, what motivates people to be able to do something like that. So anyway, that's my beef with Seafood Nate, and I can't wait to go toe to toe with him sometime in a sparring match. We'll see if we can make that happen. All right, guys, it's your boy, Brother Rob. We'll see you in the next video.
The purpose of our organization is to start right here in Harlem, which has the largest concentration of people of African descent that exists anywhere on this earth. There are more Africans here in Harlem than exist in any city on the African continent, because that's what you and I are, Africans.